This is Starr Radio UK.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prum Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prum, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prum Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prum, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodoma, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prum Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prum, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodoma, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prum Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you Mvawg Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car,
At work,
at home.
on your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK. This is Starr Radio UK. Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
All right, let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth and those of you on other planets as well. I want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Thursday edition of the Morning Show, and I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie. This is the morning show with Archie.
All right then. So if you don't know now, you know. This is Thursday edition of the Morning Show, the 20th day of November, the year 2025. With the time now 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and it's a very, very special day today here in Starr Radio UK because I'm going to be hosting a very, very special guest on this program. So wherever you are this morning, once again, do me a massive favor, share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones, and invite them to like our pages. But let me acknowledge my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy. Thank you very much for the wonderful production work that you do all the time, making sure that everything takes along nicely there. Massive good morning to you, sir. Let me say also good morning to no other one but my special guest who will be joining me, Councillor Tamar, who will be joining me exactly at 12 o'clock, where I'll be telling you more about what we're going to be doing this morning as well. And then let me say good morning also to no other one but the one and only It's Olaimi Koiki, Vicky Newton, good morning. KB Bossman, good morning. Anthony Adedeji, Aziz Shamsuddin, massive good morning to you all. And a special good morning also goes all the way to no other one but the one and only Bishop Adeshina. Anthony Adedeji, good morning to you. Shamsuddin, good morning. Good morning to Chief Dr. Sunday Adeyemo Igboho, to Professor Banji Akintoye, and all of you who listen to us on the Yoruba Nation platform, Koiki Media platforms, and also United States of Biafra platforms. I salute each and every one of you. May I take this opportunity to say good morning also to Atakofi all the way in Ghana, Ashaman, Ghana, and to Niana Najo, the chief of Ashaman. I salute you, sir. To Delta Hammond, good morning to you. To Eben, good morning in Cape Town, South Africa. To Antonio, the family there, massive good morning to you all, and thank you very much for tuning in once again to join us on the Star Radio UK morning show. All right then, so we're going to be kicking off. Yes, what am I going to bring you? Yes. But we are program outline. I'm going to bring you the quote for the day, the weather forecast to follow you, then the travel update. We'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe. That is known as global trotting. Then after which we will bring you details of the stories at the quarter to 12, the line will be activated so that you can add your voice if need be via Teams. You just call in and we'll be able to bring your add your voice to the broadcast. Then after which we'll continue from there as well, exactly at 12 o'clock, bring the first part of the program to a close, and we'll have a chat with Councillor Tamar this morning. Councillor Tamar is with the Croydon Council, and she has a special course. So before I continue, let me just bring you that announcement. I know you've been looking at it or been seeing it the whole of the week whilst we bring you all the broadcasts, but the event is taking place on Saturday, and it says what? We march for justice, we march for safety, we march for change, stand with survivors, and say no to male violence against women and girls in Croydon. Mvawg march and event. The event is taking place on Saturday, the 22nd of November 2025. There are two parts to the program. The first part is a march that will be starting from 10:30 a.m. at Croydon University Hospital, London Road. There will be a pause and a pickup between from 11:30 a.m. or at 11:30 a.m. at Max and Spencer, not end West Croydon. Then 12:15 p.m. the march will end at Croydon Town Hall. Then the part 2 of the event will start from 12:15 p.m. to 2 p.m. Speeches, performances, storytelling, and refreshments taking place there as well. For further information, contact say no to mvawg@gmail.com, or you can scan the QR code there. Say no to male violence against women and girls. Mvawg. All right then. Okay, so we'll have a time with her this morning where she will be taking us through all why that. Okay, so be rest assured it's going to be a very, very wonderful program. So wherever you are, don't even think of touching the dial. This is Star Radio, okay? I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
Okay, so let's get on with it. So the quote of the day says today on the 20th day of November. What did I say? October? November. Many people become so discouraged by their mistakes and failures that they lower their sights or stop trying altogether. Your faith in them will inspire them to try again. So are you going to tell people you can do it? You can make it. Keep on keeping on. And you know what? Just a matter of time. Well. Ladies and gentlemen, Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages as well as we continue with the show. Now, let's move on straight to the other aspects or segments of the program. And this time around pertaining to what is happening on the weather front. Well. Now, through the afternoon, that's in London and the southeastern part of England, areas of thicker cloud will develop from the east, turning cloudy for most with only the odd brighter spells remaining. It will stay generally dry, however. Now, tonight we'll see a largely cloudy start through the night. A few showers look to drift in from the north, clearing by the end of the night with some clear spells eventually developing. Top temperature is going to be 4 degrees, the lower is going to be 1 degree. UV level is going to be low, pollution is going to be low. Sunset 16:05 and sunrise for tomorrow morning 07:26 hours. What is the weather and where you're listening to us from? Well, come the weekend, it will be a bit milder there. Well, I say milder, maybe 1 or 2 degrees increment in the temperatures there. Okay. Now let's move on to the travels. If you are using any of the roads or any means of transport this morning, well, the Central Line is experiencing minor delays. As we say, keep your eyes on the roads. Minor delays on the entire line. Jubilee Line, severe delays on the entire line. Piccadilly Line, between Rainers Lane and Uxbridge, there are path closures, and also there are severe delays on the entire line. Now, Windrush is also experiencing severe delays between New Cross Gate and Highbury and Islington. So please check it out before you get on your journey so you don't miss any of your appointments. Now, when it comes to the major roads in London, the A12 and A3 are experiencing serious delays. So if you can avoid it, do your best to do so. Also, moving on to the riverbank this morning, I can tell you assuredly, apart from the Woolwich Ferry that is suspended, all the others are running a good service. Starr Radio UK. Now, so there. Okay, just bear with us. Now, moving on to the London cable car as well. There's good service there. As we say, keep your eyes on the roads. Keep your eyes on the roads as we keep navigating. At 11:20, the final segment of the travel update, and that is the National Rail. On the National Rail, what have I got for you? Avanti West Coast, Cross Country, East Midlands Railways, Great Western Railway, Greater Anglia are offering special service. Also, Northern Rail, ScotRail, Southwestern Railway, Transpennine Express, and Transport for Wales are also offering special service. That aside, all the others are running a good service, and that's why I would say, or how I would say it once again as I normally would. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today. But you know what? Keep your eyes on the roads. All right then, let's take a break, and once we come back, we continue with the show. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Star Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Star Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say order, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program. This is Star Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time now to 11:24, and we go. Global Trotting. What is happening from across the globe this morning? Let me tell you more about that. Well, kicking off from home here in the UK, well, the Home Secretary has come out with another wonderful statement there. People are looking up to it, but will they hold into it? Now, paying failed asylum seekers to leave is value for money, says Mahmoud, because apparently he's saying it costs the nation 30,000 a year to cater for people of that sort. So if you let them off by giving them 3,000 or more, that will be okay. But people are thinking, what? There, I rest my case. All right then. Now, Burnham refuses to rule out challenging Tamar for leadership. Well, some statistics that is coming through are saying that Tamar will not be there for the next election. Some are saying that just after next week's budget, there's a tendency that there will be no Tamar. But who knows? Well. Albania Prime Minister accused Mahmoud of ethnic stereotyping. Well. Now, amber warning for snow as freezing cold snap grapes. I know some of the stories making the round this morning. Yeah? Okay, now moving on to other parts of the world as well. Now, U.S. military officials in Ukraine have made reports of draft Russia peace plan. It comes after a report that U.S. and Russia have prepared a 28-point peace plan, allegedly with major concessions for Ukraine. Ukrainian teen saboteurs recruited on Telegram to attack their own country. Well, a picture of them, I'll be telling you more about that. When it comes to war, somebody say war is money, and therefore if you are able to send or sell information or take information and anything, or whether you are training in arms or anything, it helps you to get what you want. All right then, people make money out of that at the back of war. So now Trump has signed bill ordering U.S. Justice Department to release Epstein files. So what was all that about initially, where he was saying no, you have to think about something else? Why was he doing so? Well, we're going to be telling you more about all that when time permits us. And woman jailed for 20 years over murder of Australian surfer brothers. What happened? When Paris court blocks auction of earliest known calculator. Ooh. Okay, so whoever has it is going to be making big money there. It's all coming away from Star Radio UK. On the African front, Ethiopia receives historic artifacts held in Germany for 100 years. Ethiopia has welcomed the return as part of a broader push to repatriate items of national significance. And Kenyan authorities paid trolls to threaten Gen Z protesters, Amnesty has said. Oh, wow. Okay, and the statement that was made by Nicki Minaj supporting contested Trump claim Christians being persecuted is still making the rounds in Nigeria as well. Pro-unrest has stained Tanzania's global image, president says. Well, of course, want to practice some sort of democracy. You say, you know what? Yeah, let's allow everybody to come in, and then the next moment you will do a U-turn. Swap. Yeah, that's what seems to be happening there. But hey, what do you think about all that? This is Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. So going on, Guinea-Bissau braces for continuous presidential vote. Guinea-Bissau, a nation of about 2 million people, has endured multiple coups since independence, one after a brutal war with Portugal. Well, we're going to be telling you more about that. So what is the need for that? South Africa court rules anti-migrant clinic blockades is illegal. Okay, Nigerian security forces hunt bandits after school abduction. Well, I bet they have to do something better than that, because it's just a matter of time. Trump is saying we are coming, and people are saying you can come in, but if you cannot sort your own house or your own home, around. You get your in-laws coming in to come and sort it out for you. Uganda police block NUP in Arua ahead of elections. Didn't you know that this is going to happen? It's obvious. Well. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Putin meets Togo Prime Minister in Moscow. Eyes stronger trade ties. All right then. Okay, in other stories, court warns verdict may be delivered in Nnamdi Kano's absence. The court has warned that the verdict may be delivered in Nnamdi Kano's absence. Okay, where is he? We'll be telling you more about that as well. Alleged Christian genocide. Trump doesn't make ideal threats. U.S. lawmakers warn Ribadu-led delegation. Well, I think gone there to broker some sort of... they said Trump doesn't make idle threats. He just says it and he's going to be doing that. But airport alert could have stopped Oforiatta from leaving. Martin Kpebu blames Kisi Ejabe that he didn't do the right thing. That's why Oforiatta, the former, I was going to say the Chancellor, the former Finance Minister of Ghana, left the country. And now he's been taken off the red list of the Interpol. So, well, SML scandal. Ken Oforiatta has 7 others to appear in court on November 24, but he's not there. The Sports Ministry sets up inter-ministerial technical team for 2026 World Cup preparation. Let's see how it all pans out there. And in Accra, GAF, the Ghana Armed Forces, resumed recruitment exercise today following deadly stampede that took the lives of how many young ladies? The 4 or 6. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's continue to bring you some of the stories making around this morning. Well, alleged woman who was battered by the husband that went viral is saying that, well, all that was, it was one thing only and one thing only. Well, he wanted sex. A woman assaulted by her husband in viral video recounts ordeal. And he says, I'm not going to give you. And why did she say she's not going to give him? And then what's happening? Does the guy get high? We'll talk about that later. Right? All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. But they said the event happened where? At Ofanko. Okay, what is he saying? We'll be telling you more about that. Well, he thinks that he owns the woman, and therefore he can do anything anytime. Well, they said the good book says what? But we'll tell you more about that. Let's take a quick break. We come back and we continue with the show. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for star, R for radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dance all taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dance all taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And as I have been announcing, we're going to be having Councillor Tamar joining us from 12 o'clock. That's in the next 22 minutes. And we'll be looking at we march for justice, we march for safety, we march for change, stand with survivors and say no to male violence against women and girls in Croydon. The Mvawg march, an event taking place on Saturday the 22nd of November 2025. There are two parts to the program, and the first part is the march that starts from 10:30 a.m. at Croydon University Hospital, London Road, and pause and pick up 11:30 a.m. Max and Spencer, North End, West Croydon, and then 12:15 p.m. the whole march ends at Croydon Town Hall. Yes, then the second part of the program, the event itself will be taking place at the Croydon Town Hall, and there is going to be for that from 12:15 p.m. to 2 p.m. where there are going to be speeches, performances, storytelling, refreshments. Now, for further information, contact say no to mvawg@gmail.com. Also, if you want to be part of it, you can scan the QR code there. Say no to male violence against women and girls. All right then, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now let's go into the stories that is making the rounds this morning as we gear ourselves up for the big event going to be taking place. All right. The Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood has said she is willing to consider a big increase in payment to failed asylum seekers to persuade them to leave the UK voluntarily. Now, she said it's often a better value for money for the taxpayer than the cost of people remaining in the country. Mahmood also defended her plans to start deporting families who have been rejected for asylum, even when this includes children. The proposals are part of a major overhaul of the UK asylum system, which was announced in Parliament this week and has attracted criticism from some Labour MPs and peers. Now, speaking this morning, the political program with Nick Robinson, Mahmood was asked whether paying failed asylum seekers to leave was the right thing to do with taxpayers' money. She argued looking after failed asylum seekers currently costs the taxpayer £30,000 per individual per year, making cash payments value for money if sums increase past the current upper limit understood to be 3,000. I've already asked my officials to pilot a small program where we offer more than we currently do, just to see how that changes behavior, she said. I haven't highlighted all the full sums involved yet, but I'm willing to consider a big increase on what we currently pay, and that's because that's often better value for money for the taxpayer. I know it sticks in the craw of many people and they don't like it, but it's value for money. It does work, and voluntarily it does work. It does work, and a voluntary return is often the best way to get people to return to their home country as quickly as possible. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, what do you think about that? What do you think about that? Is that the way forward? Would I deter others from leaving? After all, you know, they pay some to be crossing the channel to come in and all that stuff. So if it happens that upon all that they said, okay, you gotta go, then maybe some way, somehow, but it's all in a bit to clear the backlog and then maybe close the doors or the gates, let me put it that way. But what do you think about all that? It is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's take a quick break and I will be with you. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. This is Starr Radio UK and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
This is Starr Radio UK. This is Starr Radio
on your smartphone.
Okay, welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, and we are now moving on to some of the stories making the rounds. Okay. Just a moment. Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you Mvawg Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, Mvawg Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Okay, welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. We promise and we do it. Let me say good morning to Vicky Newton. She said, greetings from Ghana. Oh, Vicky, I thought you were back. Okay. Hope you are enjoying the nice warm weather. It's not cold. It's not warm here, it's kind of cold, but we love it, don't we? Good. All right, then. Thank you very much there as well. As I promised, I have my special guest in the studio, but I'll come to them in a moment. But now let's continue with the story that is making the round this morning that we are looking at. Well, the Albanian Prime Minister has accused Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood of ethnic stereotyping after she singled out Albanian families in a speech about abuses of the asylum system. Eddie Rama criticized Mahmood for telling MPs around 700 Albanian families were living in taxpayers-funded accommodation, having failed their asylum claims as she announced major reforms on Monday. Rama called the number a statistical drop in the ocean of post-Brexit Britain challenges. Wow. So 700 families is nothing that Britain cannot take control or care of. So, well, what do you think about all that? We're going to be moving on swiftly. Let's go to the African front as well, because as I said, it's early at 12 o'clock. I'm going to be having a chat with my special guest in there. All right, then. So, on the African front this morning as well, Ethiopians are celebrating the return of some artifacts that have been held by the Germans for about 100 years now. Ethiopians welcome the return as part of a broader push to repatriate items of national significance. What do you think about all that? It's quite an interesting one there. You know, now the Gen Z protest that took place in Tanzania, well, apparently there were some saboteurs there. The Kenyan authorities paid a network of trolls to threaten and intimidate young protesters during recent anti-government demonstrations, Amnesty International has said. A new report by the human rights organization said government agencies also employed surveillance and disinformation to target organizers of the mass protest, which swept Kenya across 2024 and 2025. The demonstrations were driven largely by Gen Z activists who use social media platforms to mobilize. Well, the Gen Z protest took place not only in Kenya but in Madagascar, that have brought about the downfall of the government there. But what do you think? You know, when our leadership seems to be living in time, let me put it this way for lack of words, Kukuland, thinking that everything is fine, but on the ground itself, the people who they are supposed to be serving are experiencing something different. Then it gets to a point where they say, you know what, we want you out, and they'll protest and do everything to get you out. And that's exactly what has happened there. But, well, you want to know more? You got to stay tuned. You can share your take with us on any of the platforms that we are broadcasting on this morning. This is Starr Radio UK. Another 6 minutes still on the African front. Now, what do you think about Nicki Minaj's statement pertaining to the supporting of Trump's claim that Christians are being persecuted in Nigeria? Now, award-winning rapper Nicki Minaj has publicly backed President Donald Trump's allegation that Christians are facing persecution in Nigeria. In Nigeria, Christians are being targeted, Minaj said on Tuesday at an event organized by the U.S., adding, churches have been burned, families have been torn apart simply because of how they pray. Well, I want to have, hopefully tomorrow I'll be having Mr. Olaimi Koiki. He'll be telling us more. I know he comes from the southern part of Nigeria and he's been one of the presenters on this program. Bishop Adeshina, once again, let me say good morning to you. They are all in the forefront and they'll be able to tell you exactly what is happening there. But let's move on because of time to Nigeria, where in Nigeria this morning, still there, the courts have come out to say that if Nnamdi Kanu doesn't appear in the court, the ruling is going to be taking place. Judgment is going to be passed. But what do you think? Interestingly, the Federal High Court may deliver judgment in the absence of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, following his recent courtroom misconduct. Now, Justice James Omotosho, presiding over Kanu's terrorism trial, made this clarification after the defendant was removed from the courtroom today for disputing one of the court's rulings. Now, during the proceedings, Kanu had requested bail and sought additional time to submit his final written address. But you know, he's been told to do so, and he decided to say he doesn't believe in the court, that the court has the jurisdiction to try him. But, well, what do you think? He said, however, the prosecution led by Awomolo opposed these requests, arguing that Kanu's motion for bail was an abuse of court process and urging the dismissal of all three motions. Subsequently, Justice Omotosho rejected Kanu's plea for a stay of proceedings, denied him bail, and refused his request for more time to file his final written address. The judge emphasized the importance of maintaining decorum in court, stating the sanctity of the temple of justice must be respected. He further noted that according to a judicial precedent, a verdict can be delivered even if the defendant acts unruly and is absent from the courtroom. At 11:57, Starr Radio UK, the Thursday edition of the morning show, tilting towards where I'm going to be bringing you on my special guest for today. So wherever you are, don't even think of touching the dial. All right. Now, something quite interesting because with my special guest, the issue that they're going to be addressing, and I'm looking at what is happening in Ghana and what the reason has been why women and girls are abused, whatever terminology that you want to use. But there's a situation where Harriet Amuzu, a woman assaulted by her estranged husband in a phone call, has recounted the harrowing ordeal captured in the viral video. According to her, despite their troubled marriage, her husband, John Odate Lamte, allegedly demanded to have sex with her. And when she refused, he assaulted her by smearing pepper on her private parts and attempted to force himself on her. Now, Amuzu explained her reason for refusing, noting that they had already separated and she had moved out of the matrimonial home. Now, the victim, speaking on the TV station, said this was not the first time she had been abused. She explained that she had previously filed complaints at the Tessano and the Vancouver police station, but nothing was done. Nothing. Now, even though her complaints were supported by evidence, the couple has 2 children and aged between 5 and 2 years. Now, she decided, I don't want any more. I want to leave. And now the abuse continues until it went viral. Now, we want to see, we'll be monitoring very closely what the government of Ghana is going to do about that. We're going to be monitoring very, very closely. Because if something is not done, I don't know. But as I said, I don't want to go ahead of myself because I've got people who are in here who are going to be talking more about all that. So we're going to take a quick break. We come back and I have my special guest in the studio now, Councillor Tamar, who is with me here, and Madam Mary A. Adepoju. I hope I pronounced the name very well there. Yes, I'm going to be having them on and we're going to be having a chat. But on your screens at the moment, we're going to be having the flyer for Saturday's event that is going to be taking place. Now, if you support women who have been abused, boy, then you got to be there. All right, then, Starr Radio UK. So we take a quick break, we come back, and I'll be with you. Stay tuned.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Welcome to Star Radio UK and welcome to the Thursday edition of the morning show. And as I said, I've got my special guest in here. But on your screens at the moment, those of you watching us, whichever platform that you're watching us on, you find out. We march for justice, we march for safety, we march for change. Stand with survivors and say no to male violence against women and girls in Croydon. Now, Mvawg March, an event taking place on Saturday the 22nd of November, is kicking off from 10:30 a.m. at the Croydon University Hospital, London Road, and there will be a pause and a pickup at 11:30 a.m. at Marks and Spencer North End, West Croydon. Then 12:15 p.m. it ends at the Croydon Town Hall, where the second event is going to be taking place from 12:15 p.m. to 2 p.m. Speeches, performances, storytelling, and refreshments will be taking place there. We want you to be able to be part of it. Therefore, there's a QR code on the screen at the moment. Please scan it and register your interest and be there. Okay? For further information, contact say no to mvawg@gmail.com. All right then. Now let me come into the studio where I have my special guest. She's a very special person because when it comes to matters pertaining to Croydon, she is there and she can tell you more about that. But let me say good morning to you, Councillor Tamar.
Hi, good morning, Archie.
Yes.
Thanks for having us here.
How are you doing?
I'm doing really, really well, thank you.
Good.
I'm a little bit nervous. I'm neurodivergent, so places.
Don't you worry at all. I tell people who come on my program that I'm here to protect you, to make sure that whatever you want to do, you get there and you are able to deliver on that. So, just take it easy. Easy. All right then. And I've got another person with me, Mary A. Adepoju. You'll be seeing her face in the next moment, but Mary, can you just lift your voice a bit? Yeah, come closer to Tamar and let's see. Let's see whether I'll be able to capture both of them. Okay. Yeah, I can capture both of them there like that. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Mary, good afternoon to you as well.
Good afternoon, Archie.
Good. Nice to have you there as well. Okay. So it's interesting this afternoon, having a look at domestic, should I call it domestic violence or violence against women and girls? Now we're going to start from Councillor Tamar. Now what or why have you decided to embark on this journey? Where you are championing the cause of people who are being abused.
Thank you, Archie. That's a really, really important question. First of all, I am a survivor myself, first and foremost. And on my survival journey, I found that silence only protects the perpetrator, and speaking out is where my voice, my empowerment, my life really began. And so I, just spoke out, got some help, and it's led me on a journey where I've connected with other survivors. Set up my own support service called the Lioness Circle, which is a support service for women and girls experiencing domestic abuse, particularly those from the African and Caribbean heritage based here in Croydon. And working with these women and seeing their journey further reinforce my own and help to inspire other survivors along the way. They've inspired many even within their families to speak out as well and get the help. So we've seen that collective power that speaking out and uniting brings, and that's all part of the journey as to what's led us here now within the community, planning a survivors-led march for this Saturday. Okay,
we will come into the survivors march that will be taking place on Saturday. But so it's quite interesting. So you are not just here. At times I tell people, if you've not experienced something, you cannot actually talk about it. You you can sympathize with the people, but to actually say, look, this is what is happening, you will not be there, you will not be able. But if you have been through it, then if you are saying something, the people now set up and listen to you. So it's quite interesting. Yeah,
just to kind of touch on that, because that's really, really true. Survivors have lived the experience. They know what change looks like. They know what it feels like. They know what the impact should be. And so when we are, planning changes and implementing changes without survivors' voice at the root and the core, oftentimes we've seen that actually it doesn't really, the system just perpetuates itself, really. And just to kind of quickly touch on the point you made about whether it should be domestic abuse or violence against women and girls. Domestic abuse is only one aspect of violence against women and girls, and we're calling out the male violence against women and girls. We've seen that as a lot more systemic issue that we face in the community, and if we're not calling out the male and we're just focusing on the violence against women and girls, then what we're seeing is that we teach our women and girls how to navigate the violence. We don't really focus then on holding the perpetrator of the violence to account and to prevent it from happening. Saying that, of course, men can be survivors themselves too. It's not all men, so I do want to put that out there. But of course, the vast majority of violence, whether it's directly against women and girls, it's against other men, whether it's in our homes, our community, internationally, we've seen that by far, overwhelmingly, violence is perpetuated by men, and it's usually women and girls that's at the other end.
Wow, interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, Councillor Tamar there for you. Now, interestingly, let's come to Mary. I want to just pick your mind on something. I just want to pick your mind on something. Now, Mary. Now, do you, when you talk about the violence, at times people are not very sure. So what do I determine that? Is it that when somebody takes a bottle and hits me, they'll say, so what are the forms of violence that we see? Or some of you have experienced. I know you are one person who's also been through, you've experienced it as well. What kind of violence do we talk about here?
It can come in so many different forms. First of all, I'll just introduce myself. As you said, my name is Mary, survivor of the planning team of Mvawg, and the founder of MPM, proactive organization and individual and the community. One cause close to my heart as being Mvawg. We're honored to be present with Tamar, and basically is to go back and answer your question is, violence can come in so many different ways. Before it gets to the violence, this word we're calling out male violence against women and girls. It could be subtle, it could be what you either say it or ways what things they're not responding to you. When you speak to a male and they don't respond to you, and you keep speaking and they're not responding to you, that's a violence. And so that's what it can be subtle. It can be subtle, and it's just knowing the red flags, and when you think something isn't right, and being able to act upon it to get yourself out of it. That's where we want to call it the male violence.
Wow. Well, thank you very much, Mary. Now, let me come to Councillor Tamar once again. Now, interestingly, I'm looking at the issue where yes, just bear with us. We're trying to switch the cameras that way to make sure that everything pans out nicely. Now, so why have you tried to organize this match? And again, before that, now there is a bit where you talk about the fact that you have women going through this, and some of them learn to be quiet. Is it because of our upbringing making us feel I don't know what right term to use, where you have to be quiet and endure? Yes, endure it, and maybe they show you, your husband or your boyfriend slaps you around a bit, and say, that's how back in the day we're doing. Now, so what exactly is causing women and girls not being bold enough to come and say that, look, this is what is happening to me? That you have to virtually drag it out of some of them. What do you think is happening to them?
Right. Okay. I think that we live in a system where when someone speaks out about the harm they experience, that we turn to them and we say, why didn't you speak out before?
Yeah.
Why were you in that situation? Why didn't you protect yourself? And so it's the system scrutinize the person who spoke out, who's been harmed, when actually by the time they are able to speak out, oftentimes they are so traumatized. They are just trying to stay alive. They're literally begging for help, and yet we put them on the stand and scrutinize them, and then we decide whether we want to believe them or not. Right? And we've seen so many survivors that are not believed, and so we what do we then leave them to do, right? Or we say, well, the harm isn't as bad as you're making it out to be. The focus is so much on the person speaking out, rather than believing them and looking into what they are saying, looking at the wider context within what they are saying. You know, we live in a system that punish vulnerability and promote egotistical, misogynist, patriarchal views. And sadly, part of that reason is because the system was designed at a time when women weren't able.
It is a man's world. It's a man's world.
Right. Created by and for. And so we wonder then why we see what we see in our homes and our streets and in our systems, and then we wonder why survivors then find it so challenging to speak out, and why more isn't done about it. And that's why the survivors haven't been silenced for so long, because their voice get punished repeatedly. And if we see someone that looks like us, gone through similar things, we see how, you know, the media may broadcast against them for speaking out. You know, we say, oh, she died, rather than he killed her. Right? We see it over and over again. What incentive does it give us to want to keep speaking out? We try to manage it as much as we can for as long as we can, and sadly too many of us die doing so.
I come from a place where I look at things like, for me to take something to hit somebody, I don't know what will make me do that. I feel that even my hand, it feels weak for me to just to think that I want to do ill. So at times I ask myself the question, what goes on in the mind of people when I hear, or somebody's done that to somebody that I do question what is going on inside that. Do you mind maybe sharing some of your experiences, if you don't mind? Maybe something that you've been through, because at times people are listening and they think that, you know what, I think whatever is happening is okay, because like I said, back in the day, my sister or my cousin or somebody, my mom or somebody went through that, and it's okay. But you have been through it and said, no, these are the telltale signs. If you don't stop it now, then, so do you mind sharing some of your experiences there, if you don't mind at all?
Sure, and I'm happy for Mary to come in if she likes to as well. I mean, what we see is that male violence, there is a pattern in this systemic violence, and you know, most perpetrators of violence, they don't walk around with, you know,
a badge and a big signboard. Exactly. I am an abuser, I'm a violent person.
You know, most of us women, I think we're sensibly enough to avoid people like that, you know, but most of them, they present in a way that makes themselves looks like that makes themselves looks like the perfect.
Don't worry, the producer would see to that.
Okay, that makes themselves looks like the perfect candidate. You know, from children, we're groomed to serve somebody else's needs as women. That's how we're groomed. We're not groomed to actually think about what works for us, and you know, how to identify that. We are groomed to find that husband or that partner and settle down down, to serve their needs. So you've got the system grooming the women and the girls, and then you also have the boys and the men that are being groomed about their entitlement. They're the king of the castle, and so it's their words that but if they walk around with that too explicitly, it doesn't really land well. So much of them, they then present themselves to be that person that we've been groomed to wait for, that savior. And so when that then comes our way, we're trained to accept it, to believe it, to take it, right? And so they groom us with the gifts, with the attention. They find out the things that
that makes your heart melt,
right?
And that we give that,
and so it resembles what a healthy relationship could actually look like, right? So much of it is so disguised. We're not often walking into the fire knowingly, right? And so the pattern, of course, different survivors can experience it in many different ways, but generally there is a pattern, and the pattern usually follows that kind of attention giving, the grooming, finding out about things that's important to you and then using it against you, maybe even using drugs and alcohol. We're seeing a massive increase in drugs and alcohol induced grooming, right? We're seeing young children, girls being groomed on the streets as well. We're seeing a whole range of starting points, but then you get into it and then things change, and you're trained to blame yourself. Because this is the perfect guy. Your family thinks so.
Me. I'm not doing something right. That is what is making
and he tells you that as well, or he makes you feel like that. So say for example, you might be the partying type, or you may be the social type. You're with your family, you're with your friends. He may make you feel, why aren't you spending more time with him? He's doing all of this for you, and he makes you start to feel bad, start to doubt yourself, start to question yourself. And so, he's doing so much for you.
Yet you're not appreciating it.
Yet you're not appreciating it. So you're now becoming isolated. And when you're becoming isolated, that's where things can then intensify even further. So the coercion is usually there a lot earlier than you may even see a fist. Some survivors never got the physical, but the fear that gets instilled in them from the intensity of the coercion, that can be enough to keep someone trapped in that relationship for 50 years or more. Before you know it, you're not allowed to wear certain clothing. I saw my mom experience that, she had to get permission before she could go and visit the family. We've seen the survivors even from the Lioness Circle where they had to get permission to go and pursue their education. And it's like, but why would you want to pursue your education? Go and get a job and help me pay the bills. Then when she does it, give up her education, go and get that job, because he's working so hard to keep the family afloat. So let me do my part as well. And then he doesn't actually need your money. It was just a
to
way control you, because you can't rise to. You see, these men as well, they often go for women. You hear the saying, punching above your weight, and so they feel the need to play these games, these gaslighting that break you down bit by bit below them to keep you down there, because again, that's the system within which
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK. I'll come to Mary for her to also share her experience there as well. But Eben, all the way in Cape Town, South Africa, you say you're watching. Good one. Share it with your people there. We know eventually, if you want, I don't want to go politics now as I normally will. You talk about the Epstein case and everything that is going on. It's just virtually the same trend that brings about this. But we'll leave that, Vicky, and every one of you listening to us. You want to share your take with us, feel free, post your comments on the platforms that we are broadcasting on, and I will read them out. Let's go to Mary. And Mary, can you tell us about your experience as well?
based on my personal survivor's experience, as Tamar rightly explicitly described, for example, it does start very small, and it's the authority figure that really captures you. Once it's captured you, and you don't have a voice, or you don't know how to express yourself, or sometimes it starts with somebody saying you're explicitly openly speaking up, but the person is not reciprocating. And if they're not responding, and you've done it several times, like I remember a sister's experience, and she's not with me, this is somebody on. She wouldn't mind me sharing this. She had just given birth, and she's brought the baby home, and they're living together, and she didn't know she had postnatal depression. While she was having that postnatal depression, she was also breastfeeding, and she was expecting the male figure to also support her, relieve her. While she's not breastfeeding, to go make some food in the kitchen, the person did not support her in any way, shape or form. And so while she was speaking to him all the time verbally, trying to get him involved, trying to even nurture the child as young as he was, the infant, that was not happening, and she felt like, is she the only one in this world? Is she the only one in the building? Does she felt more isolated, and she doesn't know who to turn to. So sometimes she would be very radical in her behaviors. But she never leaves the child by herself. And she has to leave with the child just to go and get someone will listen, and she can be heard. Because the person, every time she comes back into the building, she will tell me that the person never really responds back to her or give her the conversation. Because before the child was born, they were okay. She never saw no red flag or anything. But there was a change. Meaning the baby was born, and trying to navigate out of that situation became even more harder for her, because she didn't know what to turn to. And she was going out, not leaving the baby obviously, because she knows that this person has not been responsive, reciprocated to her words, and showing her, giving her the attention like before the child was even in her womb. So this is those little red flag that boils up and leads to the coercion as well. That because he's not responsive, he could do anything to her, and anything can happen to the baby as well. And it's very, very tricky and a very difficult situation to be. So violence, and also I wanted to add on to that, violence easily conjures up negativity. But then we're not talking about that violent part. We're talking about the one before.
The little signs of it pushing there.
That's going towards that, and we want to prevent that against male violence.
And you see, again, just to touch on Mary's bit as well. Mary talks a bit about you're speaking, and they're not responding to you. There is such thing called a silent treatment. Right, so I just want to call that out, where you're then having to walk on eggshells, right? Because you never know.
You go say something wrong and then you get it.
In my own childhood and experiencing it through my mum in that sense, I remember my mum saying that he can't go for 7 days without any violence. So she knew the pattern. So can you imagine 3 days, 4 days, 5 days? The shift in his behavior, she knows. He doesn't even have to say anything. She's reading it all. She just don't know when or what's going to be the trigger this time, right? And also just to kind of touch as well about the children, because perpetrators, when they want to get their claws in, they're looking for things to invest in terms of the attachment. So if you're homeless, which many women and girls unfortunately go through various challenges in life, right? So they want to offer you somewhere to go. They themselves may not have somewhere to go. Maybe they say they don't have anywhere to go, so they want to come and live with you, right? So and children is one of the biggest tactic that's used. One, they try to have a child with you as soon as they can.
The link, the connection is there.
Literally. But many women who are pregnant, the violence increase for them, and their baby may be harmed. They may even lose the baby. But is it even recorded as a result of domestic violence or domestic abuse? Anyways, the point is that the risk to women increases increases during pregnancy, increases within that sort of first couple years after the baby is born, because the woman's hormones are can be very but also there's lots of professional engagement, and so the coercion has to be increased to make sure that nothing slips out. There's so much that's going on, and the women still have to meet their needs. When you've got a new baby, the baby is the priority, but no, they may want, please trigger warning, they may want sex from you, they may want and your body as a woman haven't even had the time to come back to yet, right? And there is so much that's going on there, but I just want to echo the point of the voice of the children. So not only from the conception to the early years, but as the child develops. First of all, the perpetrator is often the one that's setting the rules in the house. So are these rules, in terms of how we manage our home, are they equally and openly negotiated, or is the power dynamic so that one person is determining what the other person does? Like, I've had that, and I've been told it's the child is your responsibility. I did not make a decision to have a child based on it being my responsibility.
But both of you.
Right.
Both of you.
I said to myself, otherwise I could have had a child for anybody. But I took my time carefully choosing, and then this is what I'm now being told it's mine. So that's the kind of mentality that we're up against, right? It's our responsibility to look after the children, to look after the home. They set, society have these perception, and male perpetrators often enforces that in the home, and so the woman often is the one that having to do all the caring roles at home, but yet the perpetrator, the dad, oftentimes get to manipulate the situation, and oftentimes use the children against the mother. If you're being abused and you're a mum, there's a lot that you can't give to your child, right? And then you get blamed for not being able to give that to your child, even when the systems are having to be involved. It's your fault for not protecting your child from what's going on. So the perpetrators, they know this, they become more and more advanced. And so they will threaten you. If you ever speak out, I will make sure you lose them. And too often we see it actually happen. So it further reinforces the situation. And so, and even as the child gets older, because children should never have to be put in a position where they have to choose between their mum and their dad.
No.
But unfortunately, that's what too many of them are. And so when they see that the person they're supposed to rely on, the person that they grew as part of, ain't able to meet their needs, the children blame the mothers too. And so it's all against, when really and truly every single step that survivors in these situations are taking, they're taken to safeguard themselves and their children. Oftentimes it's when the child is at most risk that nothing else matters. And it should never have to be like that. And then when the separation happen, the perpetrator sometimes get the children. Or the children oftentimes say, I don't want to be with my mum. My mum is so bad. And so it's been used from a child that's born into domestic abuse home. They're used right throughout that relation, and this is why I'm so glad that the Domestic Abuse Act now recognises children as victims in their own right. And so you don't have to think about, did the child witness it? Maybe they weren't affected. Just the mere fact that they grew up in that home, they will be affected. It's just a matter of how much for different situation.
I'd just like to add also that training in any home, typical home, male as a upper hand over the training that they've received than the female, and so that's why with more strongly I feel like male against violence is very critically important, because the training that we know females are not entitled to a lot of training, and we only learn, as we said, from experience. And I would feel and I would do, but male has already got previous training. Just like when the child is coming to the equation, they're learning a lot about how male, females can interact.
Yeah.
And they're talking about everything that's going on. So I tried to add that on.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. I think what I'm going to be doing is that I will arrange another time where I will have them back here, because I think this is something that we have to raise that consciousness, that people will be aware of what is happening. I tell my children, I've got girls, I've got 2 boys and I've got 2 girls as well, and I've got lots of nieces because of my church.
And your mama.
And my mom and and my sisters virtually. So I tell them all the time. I said, when you are in a relationship and you see the man, you say you want to do that, and say no, and they're not giving any explanation for why they are thinking, maybe, oh, you're taking this bottle, and they say, no, don't do it. I mean, even the tone at which they used to say it, are they using the respect? Are they trying to say it in such a way that they know that you have got a sense to know that thing might help you, but maybe because you've not seen, they are telling you, oh, be careful, because blah blah blah. The way that I said, the moment you see those signs, you tell me, I'll come to your house. And so I tell them that, so they know. I mean, if they are in any race, I ask them, are you okay? Is that guy treating you well? I say, you have to tell me. Because so virtually there is something going on, but there is a need for us to see, to get all the community or society behind us, for us to know that this is happening. The moment even you are outside there, you see something of this sort happening, you have to get in. The story that I was talking about before I brought you on, that was from Ghana, where they were talking about the fact that the man said he wanted sex, though they've separated and blah blah blah. There's one of the, there's a comment that somebody's put. I'll read. Eben, I'll read that in a moment, please. The man was. Whilst the man was beating the woman and doing all those things, then one of the neighbors, one of the tenants in the house, decided to record it. And that was how the whole thing came out.
Oftentimes.
Yeah. And now, so because they understand, whoever is in the community understand that, no, that shouldn't be a situation. Because at times the person cannot say it, but those of you around, do you see those things? I mean, it could be a brother, you could be even the perpetrator's own brother or friend. Do you see those things, and are you calling the person out? It's very important that we do so. Let me read the message that has been put across. Eben is saying, yes, please bring the guest again. He said, I have one question though. What steps are currently being taken to ensure that immediate and safety, emotional well-being of the children? He's looking at the children. Are there any steps of the sort that you know about?
Yeah, like I said, the Domestic Abuse Act, first of all, make it so that children are victims in their own right. So any incidents police are having to attend to, they have to check on the children. And there needs to be follow-up to make sure that the children are supported, working multi-agency, because schools have a massive role to play in this as well, and lots of schools, they offer play therapy and other form of support for our children, but oftentimes it's the gaps. It's the gaps, it's the the systems not communicating amongst themselves. So if you do know children that you believe do need that support, then make that referral to children's social care. If you're, because I know we're not always comfortable to get the police involved, go directly to children's social care and keep on advocating for that child. But yes, I mean, right now the Met is reviewing 9,000 child sexual abuse cases in London.
In London?
In London.
Not UK, London.
London. They are looking at whether they need to reopen some of these cases and what that might look like. And that's coming from a recent review from the from Baroness Casey. But if you think about 9,000, that just goes back to 2010 when the systems start to recognize child sexual exploitation, because before that it was seen as, the child as being a prostitute, the child wants older men, rather than the child can never consent consent.
Yeah.
The child is being groomed. The child is being so yes, there's a lot that our children are going through, but there are support services out there that, including in Croydon, that are supporting children. So if you do know of any, the first port of call, Croydon is lucky enough to have its own internal domestic abuse service, and it's called the Family Justice Service. If you look them up online, you'll be able to see how to get in contact with them. In fact, if you go on the council's website, you'll see a whole range of support services, many of which are within the community services that are supporting all range of different victims. So yes, go to the Family Justice locally, and they can then direct you to the right area. And there is also the National Domestic Violence helpline. So I'll just call go quickly. So 0808 2000 247. The NSPCC as well. Their helpline, they are a massive advocate and a big player in this area for our children's safety. Their number is 0808 800 5000. And just to quickly big up all the fantastic practitioners out there, this is not an easy job to do by far.
I don't think so.
There are way more survivors out there than the system is coping with at the moment. So, and some of them are doing amazing work. So whether these professionals are in the police, are in support services, are in social care, are in housing, whichever area that you're sat there maybe listening to this and you're operating from, maybe you're a family member that encouraged, you're maybe the one that saw it first, because in our community, oftentimes we may not speak out as formally as others, right? We may go to our church member, we may go to the hairdressers, right? And so that's one of the reasons why a few years ago I advocate for domestic abuse champions in Croydon community, and I'm so pleased to know this is something that's actively in place. So if you've been one of those proactive members in the community, then let's get yourself some training so you can do even more, because sometimes our own family members will tell us to go back and take our beatings, or that the devil we know is better than the one we don't.
The angel that you don't know who is out there.
Right. So these are stuff that's been ingrained in us, that's disrupted our foundations and still playing a part in today's society. But if you know that you're one of them ones out there that are really trying, contact the council, get some training to be one of the community champions in this area, so that you can help more, because we need the entire community to speak out and to help. To help survivors, because the power of the people is stronger than anyone in power, but also the power of the people can strengthen those in power if it protects the people.
That's a good one there.
Together.
That's a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK. I know that we were supposed to have finished earlier, but don't worry, because it's a very important issue that is going on, and we are looking at it, and I want us to look at it properly. Margaret Kwabia is also watching. Maggie, good afternoon to you. Hope you are doing very, very well. Now, have you been getting support from religious organizations? Because it's one of the things. I mean, most of us are said that when you go to church or you go to the mosque, whoever is the leader of this thing, whatever they say becomes that gospel to them. They hold on to that. So if we use those platforms as well to reach out to the people that, look, you see this, you see that, there's a tendency that it's going to end badly. So if you can't tell somebody, maybe come and tell maybe the pastor or some of the leaders, I mean, so that it can be addressed. Have you been getting any support from the religious body, or have you reached out to them, and have they reached out back to you?
Yeah, we are in communication with some religious body, and this is the male violence against women and girls planning group. That is the community group behind Saturday's march So we have engaged with some, and they have engaged back. What we've seen over time within the planning group is that there are individuals within these structures, because of course these structures are also created and dominated by men, right? And so they can very, very much be part of the issues here as well. However, we do find that there are some really powerful individuals within these religious foundations that are very much for the cause and are pushing from within as well. And so for me, it's about working with them to help to create the change we all want to see.
Good. Mary, do you want to say something about that? Okay. Yeah. Now, interestingly, there was one musician, not here in Ghana, not in Nigeria, and I listened to that. People like playing the song, but I listened to that woman every time. I don't know her, but when I listened to the song that she was singing, and I said, no, there's something wrong. There was, I could tell, because you cannot say that you are always sad. No, I was saying, no, there is something wrong, but people didn't get where I was coming from until it got to a point that we heard that she's died. Why? They said the husband hit her, so that means she was going through an abuse at the time. And but that's why I was asking about religious bodies and stuff like that, and they would tell you, oh no, a woman has to be submissive in the relationship, and and so that creates that timidity, and we are just in there and we are just taking it. Though you can't, you are still taking it, and it ended up that I don't know whether the guy, I know he's been sentenced, but whether to death or whatever for that action that she took. But you looking at it, and I'm saying that, look, if you are a leader, you are a pastor, you are a malam or whatever they call them, or whatever in any of these religious organizations, the people who are following you listen to you very well. And if somebody comes to tell you anything of the sort, make sure that person is protected first. Make sure the person is protected first. Then you can come back to now, let's see what really happened. Because if you don't say, 24 hours and somebody is dead. So less than that, somebody will just hit the person, or the person will go mentally. Yes, So, well, ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, we are here to advocate for anybody who thinks they are being marginalized or abused or whatever. But there's a special match that is taking place, and we're going to talk about that. And let me announce that again, and then we can talk about that, and then we can bring our conversation to a close there. That is we march for justice, we march for safety, we march for change. Stand with survivors and say no to male violence against women and girls in Croydon. The MVAWG march and event taking place this Saturday, the 22nd of November 2025. The time is 10:30 a.m. Now, if you are listening to me and you think that, we champion the cause of women, I want you to be there to show your support, right? Good. Yes, it's starting from the Croydon University Hospital, London Road. That's where we will kick off from, and then the pause and pick up at 11:30 a.m. The Max and Spencer North End, West Croydon. Okay, then by 12:15 it will end at the Croydon Town Hall, where the second part of the event is going to be taking place, and that is that's from 12:15 to 2 p.m. where speeches and performances and storytelling and refreshment and everything will be taking place there. But if you're watching us, there's a QR code on the flyer there on the screen. You can scan it and then be part of that. But for further information, it says what? Let me put on my glasses so I can say it properly. Now, say no to mvawg@gmail.com. Please do so. Now, let's come to Councillor Tamar once again. Now, so what is this match? What is this match? We've seen lots of matches people do also. But what made this match a special one?
See, this is a special march because it's survivors and the community speaking up. In a way, rightly so, statutory services have taken lead. And then,
Charlie,
the community. But the community having their own voice is also really, really important. And so that's what this represents. You know, in a few days' time, the world internationally, you know, the activism will naturally begin. The 16 days of activism that we've all become so accustomed to. Croydon will have a massively packed agenda, and I encourage everyone to go on the website and check it out, you know. But this particular march, you know, it's the starter before the main course.
Okay.
It's the warm up before, you know.
The real game.
Right. And so it's not necessarily about numbers, because we know people support in many different ways, and we know that for many different reasons there are people that will be in their homes, in their communities, that will hear about the march, but they may not necessarily be able to attend at that time, and we want to recognize them and receive that solidarity with them as well. But what's really important here is survivors leading, survivors' voice being part of the planning, of the designing, of the implementation. It's about survivors' leadership, not necessarily others trying to save them or and potentially reharming them, right? This is about survivors taking that lead, and there is something that's really important about that. You know, we've all been programmed to feel that survivors need to be in the shadows, and for some of us that's where it feels safest at the moment, and you know, we all have to try to navigate that the best we can and put our safety first. But there are others out there that where they are able to be visible, it speaks to survivors in a way that nothing else does. It let them know they are not alone. It let them know that help is available. They could just be looking out from their windows. They could be watching it on, I don't know,
smartphone.
On a smartphone. They could just have heard about. You know, when I set up my Lioness Circle, one lady came. I mean, there were 5 ladies that came to begin with on that first day, but one lady just came in, and you know what she said? I'm on my way to work, I can't stop, but I just wanted to know that this was real.
Oh wow.
That this was real. So, you know, when survivors become visible, it shows other survivors, many who carries that silence 30, 40, 50 years. It eats them up from the inside. It gives them so much disease and mental health challenges. The NHS knows very well about, you know, the impact of trauma on the body. And so that's what this march is about, the community rising and saying to perpetrators, we are going to hold you accountable, and survivors, we got you.
Wow. Okay, now let's go to Mary quickly. Now, Mary, if it happens that people are listening to us, why do you think that they should come? Why do you think that they should be joining the march this Saturday?
Yesterday was International
So it's going on. I think it's even today.
It's only fitting that we need to, as survivors, we need to be there to come in your shape, size and forms anywhere you wish to come. Or, as my sister just said, you know, you can be in it, you don't have to be present, but just know that this is going on, and tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody, and that's how we know the community will be there. The community will start beginning to say to somebody is listening. We need to be heard.
And it's a family friendly event, so you know, we are working very closely with the police. The police will be there to help to enforce and, you know, secure and make sure that we're safe as well. So the point is that it's a family friendly event, so yes, you can bring your aunties, uncles. You know, we love to see men as well standing in solidarity side by side, right? And we have men in our community planning group as well, and so on the day, men, definitely we want you. If you're here to stand in solidarity, if you're a perpetrator, you're definitely not welcome.
Maybe the person maybe there'll be a change. He says, I think I've been doing wrong. That's what I need to change. So maybe, who knows? But yeah, okay. Now I know that it's not only the two of you or who have been organizing. There have been people who are behind the scenes, who are doing all sorts, pulling all the strings and making sure that everything. I want you to acknowledge some of them and give a shout out to them as well.
Thank you for that opportunity. I just want to thank Maureen, first of all, from the writing group in New Addington. Maureen has been a fantastic advocate. Maureen has been selling our t-shirts and selling I've got a book called The Lioness on the Page, and Maureen has been helping to sell it because all the funds then go back into the fundraising. So we've had to do a lot of fundraising. March isn't cheap, and Maureen has taken a massive lead on it. And wherever she goes, everyone knows Maureen is talking about this march. So I just want to massively big up Maureen. I want to thank Ellie as well, my councillor colleague. She's a massive advocate in this area, and she has done so much already. I want to thank the Legit family, Mark and Linda. Their entire family has been behind the organizing and will be there on the day. And we've held a few spaces already as the Mvawg group, the Male Violence Against Women and Girls group. Mvawg. So earlier on this year, we held a women's only healing space at our space in Croydon. So I just want to big up our space for gifting us that space. And for everyone that took part in it. We also held a fundraiser in August, so I want to big up Councillor Ronna Davis and her husband as well, her whole family, for allowing us their space to have that fundraiser. I want to thank Mary. Mary's been a massive part of the planning group as well, and there are many other. Tiffany Tiffany helped to Kismet as well, but Tiffany helped to arrange the Survivors open mic at the Echo Chambers. So I want to big up Karen for gifting us the space and allowing Tiffany to do that, where survivors have more and more spaces, safe spaces, to have their voices heard. Massive thank you to Kismet and Renee, who are again part of our planning group that's helped us design our t-shirt. This is only one draft of it. We have other versions.
Wait. We need to pick it. We need to pick it. We need to pick it. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So this was the original design, and it's still my favorite design. Some have said, make it a bit more this way, and we've listened, but this is still my favorite design. So thank you massively, Kismet. There are shops out there like Pazim, the printing shop, that gives us massive discount because they support the cause. There's just so many people. I'm sure I'm leaving off people, and I really don't want to do that. But the Family Centre in New Addington has gifted us space to create our banners for the march. There are so many people that's all played a part in the community, and I just want to thank, whether I called your name or not, I just want to thank every single one of you.
002 or 002332006063886, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Starr, your help and beauty needs at your doorstep.
It's a massive Miriam Chapman. She's been fantastic helping to work with us in terms of the logistics. There are council officers as well that's helped to make sure our logistics are on par and everything goes smoothly without trying to take over or anything. So it's still very, very much a community centered survivors led march that we're looking forward to on Saturday.
Now finally,
and the food.
Go on. Yes. Go on.
Big up Iwan from Fiddly Kitchen, who supported us for the women's only event. Delicious food, and we'll be doing that again today. Massive thank you to Shamika for all our hard work as well, and always helping to champion the cause. You see, like, the list literally just goes on and on. Big up my lionesses.
Wow. Now, apart from this match that is going to be taking place on Saturday and other events that you've had in the past. Now, what are other events that you have in the pipeline? So let's say by the end of the year or maybe next year, what are some of the plans that you have so that listeners will know, and then we'll be looking forward to that?
Well, the group is only just getting started, right? But of course, we've done a lot this year, and Survivor's work can be really exhausting. So we're also wanting to take time for self-care as well. Looking forward, a couple of the things that we are championing behind this march is, for authority for the council to put in a male violence against women and girls policy, and for that to be survivors led. And so that's something that hopefully the survivors in the Croydon community as well as within this planning group can then be actively a part of doing. And it would be nice for us as well to actually have a women and girls festival, annual festival every year. There are different things that Croydon celebrates, and we definitely think our women and girls need that safe space where we can come out and be celebrated and lead on the design and the implementation and show you what we're talking about, kind of thing. So there are loads to come that we're quite hopeful for, but we also need systems to work with the community a bit more effectively as well.
Oh, wow. Gina, let me say good afternoon to you. She says, okay. What? Interrupted by music? Oh, no, there wasn't any music there because I wanted us to have enough time to listen to it there. So just bear with us if you had any other sound in the background. But ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK. Now, if somebody wants to get in touch with you, with all these discussions that we've had, they want to support you or want to be on board, how do they get in touch with you?
Drop us an email.
Okay, and your email address?
The email address, it is Mvawg. Sorry, it's say no to, as in the number two. Mvawg, which is VAWG, and just to say no to Mvawg at gmail.com.
Okay.
Or you can go on Instagram and connect with us. Please do follow us. It's _Mvawg. Okay. And just to say the Mvawg, because I know some people might not be familiar with that sort of acronym. The general acronym is Vawg, VAWG, but because the need to call out the male, so we're not saying Vawg, we're saying Mvawg to call out the male before the violence. Okay. So just to kind of break that down a little as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. To my producer, he's saying that everything's working perfectly. Yeah, he's monitoring it and he's saying everything is working perfectly. Now, if you have listened to us this morning or this afternoon and you want to go back to maybe just really listen to everything, you want to share the discussions that we had today on this platform, feel free. You can have it there. You can share it. It's on the Facebook, it's on the YouTube channels that Starr Radio UK uses, and just share it, because creating of awareness brings that thing that when something is happening, somebody sees something and will say something and to save somebody. Yeah, so make sure we do so. But before we go, the final words, let's go to Mary first. Mary's been quiet for some time, so let's go to Mary first. Mary, finally, what do you want to say there before we go?
I hope you just say, come along, just be there, be yourself, come and see us, and you don't have to even say hello, just be there on the march. We look forward to seeing you and we'll welcome you. You're part of the community and we treasure you.
Oh, thank you, Mary.
That's beautiful.
Yes, let's come to Councillor Tamar.
I was just gonna remind people again, the 16 days of activism will begin on the 25th of November to the 10th of December.
Okay.
The council's got a whole schedule of activity, and that includes loads of training. So if you're hearing us today and you'll think, oh gosh, I would love to be able to do more, but I don't know how, look on the council's website. They've got bystander training, they've got domestic abuse training, they've got training for, children in the situation. There are many different training, and I believe they are having a Mvawg conference as well, which I thoroughly support. Last year I, as part of the Croydon Labour Group, we had an event, a Mvawg event last year, which was again, centering survivors' voices. And so to see the council taking that lead this year on having its first Mvawg conference, it's going to be at Croydon College, I think, on the 27th. So there's loads to get involved in, especially over the coming weeks. And whichever area you're in, your council and your community is probably doing something too. So get involved.
All right. Get involved. And as we did say, if you want to be part of it, just get in touch with them and they will get you on. They need everybody to be part of it. Then we can push the agenda and we can get to a point one day we can all sit and say, we think we've been able to flash out male violence against women and girls.
Call it out. Call it out. Challenge your authorities. Some councils are already taking the lead on having an Mvawg policy, and I thoroughly am inspired by those councils. But if your council ain't, call it out and challenge them, and let's all have male violence against women and girls policies, and hopefully one day we won't even need it.
Yeah, that is what we are looking out to. Ladies, let me say thank you very, very much for your presence this afternoon, especially. Let me say to Mary Adepoju, thank you very much. And Councillor Tamar Barrett, thank you very, very much for honoring our invitation to be here for this interview. And I promise you one thing, that Starr Radio UK will be there for you. Anytime you want your voice to be heard, you want us to promote any activity for you, just get in touch, let us know, and we'll do that.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. And just one final point, seeing people like Jess Phillips, our Minister for Domestic Abuse and Violence Against Women and Girls, seeing someone like Jess Phillips with massive experience in this sector now be leading our national policies, I think that gives us some hope as well. But yes, we all need as a community to be standing in solidarity. Okay.
Thank you. As I've said once again, yes, we'll bring the program to a close for today. But once again, let me just put a flyer there. And as I said, you want to be part of it, just scan the QR code and you will be there. Or yes, you can email them at say no to this number 2 to mvawg. I have to say it that way so that people know exactly. Yes, mvawg at gmail.com, or follow them on Instagram and what do we say that underscore mvawg and underscore mvawg. Get there and you get all the necessary things. And again, it said you go to the council website, activities and everything pertaining to MVAWG is there for you as well. Ladies, let me say thank you very much for
having me. So much.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right then. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we bring the program to a close for today. We take a commercial break, and after that, when you don't hear from me, it's with me, Archie, and Mary and Tamar saying, have a top of the day. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you.
This is Starr Radio UK. 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 This is Starr Radio UK.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.